Today, viewer, I'm going to discuss about the novel of Emile Zola, the famous writer of Nana and the Germinal. The novel today which is in our consideration, the name of the same is The Fortune of the Rougons by Emile Zola. So, La Fortune de Rogon, originally published in French in 1871, is the first novel in Emile Zola's 20-volume La Rogon. It also the book selected. So, in this novel, we have the the latter books from the cycle Ladies Paradise, but rather than continue picking out a random. The fortune of the Rogons is set in the fictional French town of Plaisance and opens on a Sunday night in December 1851 with two young lovers, Silveri and Meaty, joining up with an army of insurgents. It's the eve of Louis Napoleon coup d'etat, which will result in the formation of Second Empire under Napoleon III. Silvir wants to give his support to the Republican who are opposing the coup, and 13-year-old Meaty finds herself coming along to carry the flag. We then leave Sylvie and Meaty behind for a while so that Zola can take us back several generations and introduce us to the Adelaide Foucault, who, through her marriage to the peasant Rogon and a later relationship with the alcoholic smuggler Marquette, is the ancestor of most of the other major characters in the novel. He then follows the lives of Adelaide's three children, her eldest son, Piri Rogon, and his illegitimate half brother and sister, Antoine and Ursule McQuaid, as they grow into adults and embark on a family feud. Finally, we met Adelaide's grandchildren, of whom Sylvie is one, and see how they all fit into the event of the formation of Second Empire. Once Piri, Antoine, and Ursule have married and had children of their own, the number of characters in the novel quickly multiplies, and I'm glad my copy of the book included a family tree, as I found myself constantly needing to refer to it. The Rogan McQuaid family are largely an unpleasant group of people. Piri Rogan tricks his mother into signing over her house to him, depriving his brother of his inheritance, while Antoine McQuaid is a violent, aggressive drunk. But there are still some character with traits I could admire and some I could pity. It seems that Zola's aim in writing the series was to explore the effect of heredity. So, in this book, the legitimate Rogon branch of family are shown to be scheming, avaricious social climbers, while the McQuarts, descended from a rock, are leading miserable, sordid views. The history of the coup d'etat and the Second Empire is quite complicated, particularly if, like me, you come to the book with no prior knowledge of these events, with Plaisance, where Zola himself grew up, being so far from the action. Informations come to the Rogons why the eldest son, Eugene, who lives in Paris, and the people of town gathered in Rogon's yellow drowning drawing room to discuss the latest development. This keeps the reader at a bit of a distance, and it took me a while to get everything straight in my head. But later in the book, when we rejoin Sylvie and Meaty marching with the army, we get a little bit closer to some of the action. I didn't really love the fortune of the Rogans, but there were parts that I enjoyed very much, and I look forward to meeting some of the characters again in the other books in the cycle. I wish I had read this one before jumping straight into the Lady's Paradise, as I would then have a more understanding of Octave Moritz' background. He's another descendant of Adelaide Foucault. So this is the story of the Fortune of the Rogans by Emile Zola, the novel. We hope that this novel is a little bit different in theme from other like Germinal and Nana. So we will enjoy this while we read it in detail. Thank you very much.